Hello again, my name is Michael Hart, and I am getting myself to make a video because I've been grinding through this AWS Cloud Adoption Framework ebook, and I'm just like, I'll get this done and then I can make a video about it or focus on something else for a little bit, but like everything just keeps being a hydra and expanding and going deeper and deeper, which is great. And I'd love to have the system all the way built out so that if I were to present uh, a cloud migration, whatever, I could be like, here's the very high level. And then I want to avoid all those business meetings where they are like, Solutions Max. This is a Studio C video on it. Solutions Max. We do high agile frameworks to, synergize your potato salad. And the guy at the after it's like, so what do you actually do? So going through the ebook here looks fantastic with dark mode. So here I have the tree. So perspectives, the phases, value chain. But you'll see here, go to perspectives, go to business, and then these ones that I got done, so like business insights, and then align your analytic efforts, like have at least like an example of like how that looks. But of course, these are just kind of marching orders that you give to your whole team, right? The CEO can give it to whoever. Here I have it ordered in the same order that the AWS ebook is. So if you were to open up business perspectives, right, we see who the stakeholders are. And then the business perspective breaks down. Leverage the cloud. Work on your business goals. Retiring technical debt. So I could put something in here about like the retire migration strategy. In this AWS Cloud Adoption Framework, I think in my note, taking and curating and designing, finally got to like the 7 R's or 6 R's or whatever. And I'm like, that's where I would care to live. But when you're presenting, it's kind of you want the whole gestalt, or at least access to the whole gestalt, so that even if they side blind you with a question, you can. I've thought this out. I've drilled down 7 levels. There's your answer, or there's how this framework would say carry on with this. I'm messing around with colors. Took forever to find a like hacker purple. So rehost. And I'm working with pictures and whatnot. But we have a table, of how you would actually start your rehost strategy, right? Of course, you got to look. Assessment, planning, preparation. Let's just go down here to the tabs. And then I was working on having an example. I was going to have the AIM server. So my wife's name is Amy. I always call her AIM. It's like the nicest computer we have, so I call it the AIM server. And we do whatever Plex and home videos and kids pictures and whatnot. So assessment, planning. Let's see, I think my brain broke right around here. Rehost testing, rehost optimization, words. All right, rehost assessment. So then I would have the AIM server be an example. And then I was going to have kind of a fleshed out example of each part of the rehost, and then go through that for retire and the maintain and all the things. It's been a lot of fun, but the human body is not designed for sitting in front of the computer all day, every day. And our car is still in the shop, so it's. And then of course, I think there's like this money swallowing monster that waits for me just outside my house. So if you leave the house, it's like, gonna make this video one way or another. And you can go to thronewolf.com and see my iterative efforts. And now I'm done. Where's the stop button?